Hey guys, welcome back to the MangaMark channel. Today I am watching One Piece episodes 293 and 294. We are back after the two kind of filler episodes. I haven't watched them yet because I knew that they were. Usually I like to watch the filler in my own time, but with these ones I was kind of told because it takes place in it's like an ancient Japan kind of like filler that's kind of detached from the main story, so it doesn't fit in, so I can watch them whenever. So I will eventually watch them and let you know what I kind of thought of them. But today we're getting back into Enies Lobby. After the last episode, we got the episode ended with like Chopper doing his transformation and kind of like losing control and like just he's turned into a huge monster. How is it going to... this is the question, right? Because the way they were speaking in the flashback, the way Dr. Kreha was saying that basically he almost destroyed the village. And it didn't really explain how they brought him back to his senses kind of thing. So, like, if he beats Kumadori here in this form, what do we do after that? Because we need to bring him back. And it kind of puts us in a position where, like, yeah, we get past some members of CP9, but now we need to deal with Chopper kind of thing, which I love. I love the chaos of it. And yeah, that's great. You know, like the other fights where we kind of left in limbo, like Luffy's obviously chasing after Lucci and Spandam. Nami walked into the room with Kalifa and she was getting in a bath. Don't know what's happening there. Zoro and Usopp are still running around being like a great comedy duo, avoiding Kaku and Jabra, but luckily for us, Kaku and Jabra can't get on the same page and they're attacking each other to see which one gets to fight us. So that's good. That's worked out in our favour, to be honest. Chopper was the one that was kind of left with the task of getting the number 2 key to get Zoro and Usopp free. Luckily, he told that to Nami and he told that to Frankie. So, hopefully if we know that Kumadori key isn't the one we need because Nami already stole that. So maybe Fukuro has it or Kalifa has it for the cuffs to get those two out of their predicament. Sanji got turned into a doll or something by Kalifa, and that was the kind of last we saw of him. So, but I don't know I don't know what the situation is with Kalifa's devil fruit. It's not looking like it's going to be a zone, just based on what's happened to Sanji. So I'm hoping maybe we get an explanation of her devil fruit powers when her fight with Nami starts. But yeah, guys, I'm just getting into it. I just want to get in and see how this arc's going to continue on. It has been... if I were to describe these arcs, or we're talking about it in the comments in the last videos, I definitely say that Water 7 and Enies Lobby have lived up to the hype. Definitely. It's been non-stop. The pace, the action, the story, the build. So much stuff happening. Definitely the best arcs of One Piece so far. They've been, like, amazing. If I were to say things like obviously at the end of this arc, I'm going to do like the arc rankings, and then I'll get more in depth and detail into my likes and dislikes of each arc. And that'll be a fun video. It'll probably be a long video, but it'll be fun to do. But like, there's been a couple of characters that haven't hit for me in these arcs. Like if you can put Water 7 and Enies Lobby together, like, well, really since the train maybe. Like Wanzi, I didn't think was that good. The three-headed judge that turned out to be 3 people was a bit of a miss. Like, I'd say the kind of like the main villains of the arc have been amazing. Like the CP9 concept and the kind of like the way it's matching up now, like everything's fantastic. But the kind of like minions, like leading up to it, weren't the best. But there was some great moments as well. Like I loved the tie-in with the Giants, with Oimo and Kashi, and what happened there with Usopp. That was fantastic. So there's been, it was great. Like I'd say that I preferred, like the build up to this confrontation, the characters were a bit forgettable. Like the kind of like the world government minions. I liked like T-Bone was great. I thought T-Bone was great. I thought that the way they built his kind of character with how he is with his subordinates and stuff, that was all fantastic. But then the other ones, like the ones like the three-headed judge and stuff, those didn't hit for me. But the build to getting to the final building was brilliant. Like the way they did it, you know, with the stuff with Sodom and Gomorrah and stuff. So the build was great. Just a couple of little speed bumps that can be forgiven because of how good everything else is. So that was kind of like, people were asking my kind of thoughts on it, and that's as best I can kind of summarise it. In terms of like things that I didn't think that hit, but everything else has been fantastic. When the writing is this good, and like those are like very much side things that don't really matter, and they were very quick. Like if Wanzi or like the three-headed judge had stayed around for as long as, say, like Satori and Skypiea, who became like annoying, like, but they were very quick, so it didn't annoy. And like people, like the comments were made as well. Like Spandam for me is such a hateful character, and I think he's my most hated character right now, just based on his actions and the history he's had with Frankie and stuff, and like what happened with Tom, and then his connect with his dad obviously being a scumbag as well. What he's been doing to Robin, like everything I just hate him so much. Like people were joking about like characters that I hated, like Satori or like Wapo. Those were more like, those characters are just very annoying. Like as much as Wapo was a scumbag in that as well, but like Spandam's just on another level. Like in terms of like his personality and the deeds he's committing here. He better stop hitting Robin. That's all I'm going to say. Like, he better just stop that. Luffy better get there quick. But yeah, guys, let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Everyone that has, comes back, watches, likes, comments. Thank you all so much, guys. I really appreciate it. And let's do it. Episode 293. Let's go. Kumadori is scared. Look at that. I love the way they've done that. It's basically show Chopper. His like eyes are just blanked. Like he is in no control of himself right now. Right, let's see if this guy can actually do any damage to Chopper in this form. He doesn't look phased at anything he's doing, to be honest. This is just like, this is just what Chopper needed from me. Like this is, what a thing, what a trump card. Oh, going with the Tempest kicks. He's just standing there. He's not even moved. Oh. Oh, here he comes. Oh my god. Kumadori, you okay? I want to see what size he is, like, compared to, like, Oimo and Kashi. Oh, did Frankie get... Yes, got the key. Oh, it's not showing you the number. Oh, there we go, for number 4. So we didn't need it. Yeah, Frankie remembers. They need number 2. Oh, nice, Frankie. Give us a breakdown. 4, 3. Kalifa must have it. Okay, Kalifa's got the key we need. Come on, Nami. Okay. So we're in the bath. Oh, Nami's down? Oh. Does a devil fruit has something to do with the bath? I mean, this is... What's with this pose here? She's in the bath. I better not hear her accusing anybody else of sexual harassment, because she has come in it right now. Oh, there we go. A bit of modesty. I can't believe what's happening here. She's getting dried and like getting changed. What's happening, Nami? Yeah, explain it. What happened? Come on, Nami. Yeah, let's do it. We know she has the key we need now. I wish she'd threw like a thunder charge at her when she was in the bath. Oh. Oh, she's already set up the clouds. Nice, Nami. Yep. The tactician, I like it. Did that hit her? Did she get hit with that? CP, what the hell is that? What? This is obviously a power. What is happening? Is that a big bar of soap? Is that her devil fruit? It's soap? Nami will figure it out. It was if soap had yeah, that's what I was thinking. A bubble fruit. Oh. Okay, so she was Nami nailed it then. Okay. Right, so it isn't a zone then? I didn't think so. So this is what she used to make Sanji like that. Cleanliness. Okay. How sexy. To be honest, I'd be happy to have a secret. Nami's saying what we're all thinking. Poorly suited for fighting. Oh, Nami, don't say stuff like that before you start fighting here. Bubble Master. Whoa. Soap sheep? What? So they had to make it like an animal to go with the other ones then? Oh my god, yeah. From her composed like nature, like she is surprisingly stupid. So does that... Right, okay, this is interesting because I want to see what happens here. So if that hits her, is that what happened to Sanji? If it hits you, does that happen to your body? Come on now. Yes. It's the thing, she's really quick. Oh no, Nami. Oh, that's what she did to Sanji. Yeah, because it could have curled round that. Right. Okay. So this is what she does. And now she can't stand. Oh, right. Okay, this is such a strange ability. Look at that, that's just so weird. Oh my god, man. Chopper has messed this guy up. And I'm all for it. Like, it's totally, like I said, this is just what Chopper needed. This is such a weird dynamic for him, for how he usually is. They've made it very imposing, which I like. Oh, oh man. Oh, no mercy. No mercy for Chopper. Oh my god, he's... Oh, I feel a bit bad for Kumadori. Jesus. Oh, man. Oh, Frankie's about to see Chopper. Oh. He's not going to understand what's happening. Because Frankie doesn't know. So he won't understand that he has no control over this. Like, if it was anybody else in the crew, they would be like, oh my god, what's happened? Look at the way he's holding Kumadori. Oh my god. Oh my god, he just threw him so far away. Where did he just land? He's in the waterfall. That guy's gone. Oh, Frankie doesn't even realise it's Chopper. I love that the hat has grew as well. It's ridiculous. Oh, has he landed there? Right. So that's basically all the way back at the start. He was very lucky that was the direction he threw him, because if it was the other way, he was gone. Frankie. Oh, he's climbing? Oh, it's like King Kong going up the Empire State Building here. Oh, can Robin hear Chopper? Don't hit her, I swear to God, Spandam. Don't do it anymore. You're really pissing me off. Tell me you still... Oh, Luffy, hurry up. Hurry up, please. Hate him. I hate that he's got the same mask as Mankind as well. Mick Foley. He's just such a lovely, kind-hearted man. I don't want to think about him when I'm looking at this scumbag. Oh, okay. This is what... Okay, so it's basically the way I thought. Right. I'm glad... This is what's so special about it. They give you these drawings and the explanations on how everything works. Everything's so well thought out. It's insane. It's crazy. Everything gets answered eventually. You just need to wait and the... Oh my god, is Luffy close? Oh, can Lucci hear Luffy coming? Oh. Oh, I think Lucci knows. Yes, he's smiling. Oh, come on, Luffy. Oh. Oh, she heard it. Oh, yes, come on. Yes. Oh, look, he's terrified. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. This is fantastic. Look at the smile. Oh, come on. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. Yeah, no problem with these doors. No problem here. Is he actually going to be there? Oh my god, here we go. Here we go. Yes, this is what I've been waiting for, man. They're finally going to start fighting. Oh, come on. Thank God I'm doing another one. Right, okay. Thank God I'm watching the next episode because I couldn't have left it there. That was really well done. I loved the way they did that at the end of the episode. The kind of like Spandam being just horrible to Robin and trying to kind of stamp out a last hope, and then that there, Luffy running, shouting the name out. I love the kind of like the wind blowing at her back as he shouted Robin. Masterfully done. Masterfully done. So much happening. Like it's the thing I love about One Piece as well, is the fact that even though you don't, like, every episode doesn't check in with everybody, you get a lot going on. Like in this episode, we got Chopper destroying Kumadori. Like, that's done. Frankie getting the key, getting to the top, working out that it was Chopper, having to come up with a game plan now. We got an explanation of Kalifa's powers. Still strange. I still don't know like the full extent of how they work, but it's been explained now. What it's like, bubble fruit, and she like soap, uses soap, and then like a damn crazy soap sheep form and stuff. But it's she kind of showed us like what she did to Sanji basically. So Nami's trying to kind of compete with that just now. And then obviously the kind of setup there at the end of Luffy versus Lucci, which I can't wait. I can't wait to see how that's going to go. I don't actually know in the direction that Chopper is going then, because I'm trying to think who's above them. He's climbing up. So that means that he's climbing in the direction towards like Zoro, Usopp, Nami is up there as well. I'm trying to think who's higher. I think maybe Nami's the highest, maybe? Because Sanji got kind of thrown down from the kind of like top, and like she looked up to see Kalifa when she threw Sanji down. But I don't know if because like, and as well, like Zoro and Usopp fell through the floor to come down a couple of floors to where they are now. I don't know. Like I feel like Chopper's going to show up again in this form, because like Frankie's seeing him like that, he had to work out what was happening, because he'd only really met Chopper like the other episode there when they were in the kitchen together. That was like the first time he'd like kind of interacted with Chopper. Whereas when the crew see him, they're going to be like, oh my god, what's happened to Chopper? Because I don't think he's probably explained this to them. Why would he? You know, because it's something he never thought he would probably do again. So it's going to be interesting to see the kind of like the crew be like, right, what do we do here? Like, how do we stop Chopper? We can't hurt him. We need to bring him back to his senses. How do they do that? Maybe something to do with the Sea Prism Stone. Maybe something to do with that, because he is a devil fruit user. So that's my thought process of it. But the size of him, like, will it work on him? I don't know. But I'd like to see him, like, compared to like a giant, just to see like how like what size he is compared to like Oimo and Kashi or something like that. Because he looks huge, and I love it. Because like you have to remember as well, Kumadori's really big, and he dwarfed Kumadori. Like Kumadori looks like he's the biggest member of CP9, and he's considerably bigger than anybody. Like he looked huge when they were all sitting on the couches and stuff. So to see that, just for like a frame of reference of like just how big Chopper is now, it's crazy. But I loved how like to have that character and how sweet and innocent he is, to have such this ruthless transformation, because he did not hold back on Kumadori. Like the bashing he gave him, and then the throw as if he was a piece of trash to the other end of the island. That was great. That's fantastic. Like Chopper, this is the edge that Chopper needed. I know I've said that a couple of times now, but I felt like out of all the characters, like crew members, I felt like Chopper was the most lacking in terms of like substance and in terms of like just character in general. Because he was like, when I was doing the rankings, I explained in the last like character ranking video that like Chopper was like my least favorite Straw Hat, and not because of his character, just because I felt like he was the one that had the least to do, if that makes sense. He's not like, out of everybody else in the arcs, I feel like he gets his little moments here and there, but he kind of plays the back seat more than anybody. If I'm making sense when I say that, I feel like he's kind of like there, and he bounces well off of the other characters. I love his dynamic with Usopp, and the way he's like the one that believes everything that Usopp says, and like him and Luffy being like the two gullible ones in the group as well. Like, and then obviously during like the Davy Back fight and stuff, the kind of like big brother relationship that he has with like Zoro. It's weird. It's strange because he has these great relationships and these great moments, like interactions with the crew, and I think that's where he shines. I think that's where he's great, because he is that kind of like support character. But this here is a kind of like edge to him, that's kind of like, so he has this in his back pocket. He isn't a fighter. Like, I'm not saying that I want Chopper to be more like, you know, like Sanji or Zoro and be like out there fighting all the time. He's the doctor, and I appreciate that role in the crew, but I always felt like a Nami and an Usopp just had more to their characters than Chopper. And I understand it's because he is that kind of, it makes sense with his backstory, the way he was raised and the way he is. Like, he's very naive to the world, and he's very young. So it makes sense. But I like that now this is giving more, putting more on him, and giving him more, pages to the bio, if that makes sense. Like, just some more to fill out his character and to give him that little bit of edge. And I love this. I love this transformation. I love that it's like when I was talking about Luffy's power-ups in this arc as well. This is the same, where it's a kind of like, it's got a very big drawback to it, with the fact that, yeah, it's very powerful. He just took down a member of CP9 like it was nothing, but doesn't know what he's doing right now. He's probably going to hurt people that he cares about because he doesn't have any control over it. And that is, I love that. I love those kind of power-ups. And they seem to be going for that in like One Piece, where it's not a kind of like you can't just switch it on like a light, you know? It's not like you know, like in Naruto they can use like certain jutsus as much as they want, and Dragon Ball, because like Super Saiyan and Dragon Ball was like a big huge deal when it first happened, but then it got to a point where it was like putting on a light switch. It was just like bang bang, right? It doesn't mean anything anymore. Whereas I like these power-ups that have, it's like a double-edged sword. It's that way of, I need to get to the point where I've got no other option, or my friends are in danger, or blah, 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 where I need to do this. The risk is worth it for what we could lose, or what could happen if I don't do it. I love that. I love that that is a concept now they've introduced with Chopper, and now that'll always be in the kind of like the mind where that's an option we have. Like Chopper can go into this form and go crazy. That's something that's there, but it's a kind of like, you don't want to whip it out. You want to be like, right, last resort, Chopper, take the third Rumble Ball, let's do this, and then we'll deal with the consequences afterward. But yeah, guys, good episode. Like I said, I just want to see the next one because it left on a cliffhanger there. So let's get into it. Episode 294. Let's go. I think you've come this far all by yourself, Luffy. I didn't. Yeah, well, that's true. There's no way I could. Yeah. I like this. This is like a callback to when he was fighting Arlong, when he said about the whole crew and what everybody brings. And also, Luffy, give a shout out to Chimney, because she brought us here. This is such a weird devil fruit power. So like, Nami's pissed. Yeah, this is... Nami will think of a way though. Nami will get round this. Frankie, we need to help Chopper. Oh, so he's not going after Chopper, he's going to Nami? Oh, poor Sanji, man. This is... Oh, his hand's moving. Come on, Sanji. You need to get up and get on it. Lemon Kashi doing it. This was a big game changer for us, getting these two on our side, but we've got a lot of troops. Yeah, I was going to say, how long can they go? Get ready, guys. Yep, the squad inside. It's good that we've all regrouped though. Now. Yeah. Okay, so they're in then? Right. Oh man, he's so scared of Luffy. He's not going to get a response from them. Nobody's going to respond to you, buddy. Oh my god, that's the Buster call. So does that... He pushed that there. What an absolute clown. I knew this was going to happen. So that's it. Okay. Oh my god. It wasn't Admiral Aokiji. I don't know, I still don't know why he gave this to Spandam. Aokiji, why? Oh my god, so all these Vice Admirals are going to be coming now? Oh, 5 Vice Admirals. Oh, well, Kobe and Helmeppo maybe have to go as well? This guy's in... Oh, and now he's broadcasting it? Okay, well, at least now everybody knows how much of a clown he is and can evacuate. Oh, so, right, good. So even the CP9, everybody's hearing it. That's great. I'm glad everybody's hearing this. Oh my god, they've been tied up. I didn't realise that they'd been captured. In order to hand you over to the government smoothly. Oh, so he's trying to make it out now as if he meant it. We'll to annihilate the pirates for sure in the end. Oh yeah, Robin still got the trauma for that. Yeah, your dad thought the same thing. And then they started shooting at him. Because he was a clown. Yeah, Robin's thinking of it, like all the carnage means that this is very important. I hate that he's trying to play this off as if... Oh yeah, so he doesn't care about that anymore. That's the power that can turn this home. If it improves our chance of killing those idiots trying to get you back. Even if it causes the death of thousands of soldiers. Is this still being broadcast? Oh yes, it is. My promotions is... Oh yes, this exactly. This is who you are following. Besides those incompetent soldiers who could... Oh, please keep talking. I hope they all turn on him. Oh, don't tell him, Robin. Let the clown hang himself. Yep. Everybody heard. Please turn on him. My name is Straw Hat with... That was a decent try. A decent try from Spandam. Oh my god, I hate him. I hate him so much. He just had her down the stairs. I can't stand this guy. Pirate Kid, what kind of destiny was you born with? Kokoro's like, she's really took a shine to Luffy, I can see. Please tell me you have your child with you now, Kokoro. You're standing there laughing. Where is your kid? Okay. Oh, so they've just... Oh, well, good. Yeah, that's what they deserve. So the soldiers are in a panic now. They're all evacuating. They've left us all there. I'm pretty sure we can get out of those ropes. Okay. So basically on the island, the only people that are going to be left is going to be the Straw Hats, CP9, and like the people that came with us, like the Galila and the Frankie family. No, stop. Oh, don't show me any more of this. Don't show me any more. Oh, Robin. It's so annoying because if she didn't have these handcuffs on, she could wreck this clown. That's right, Luffy. We need to get past him. Let's go. Oh, man. Here we go. No time. He ain't got no time. Let's throw down. Did he feel that? Oh. Oh, oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I like that. I like that. The punches clashing. Right, but he's not used a double fruit. It's when he transforms. I want to see that. Like, how does Luffy cope against that? He'll probably need to go into second gear. Robin behind those doors. Yes. Oh, look at his smug face. Oh, Luffy, smash him. Oh, everybody. Oh, Sanji. Poor Sanji. But everybody else. Let's go. Right, okay, that was a quick episode. I think because I was so engrossed in like the kind of like the plot points that were happening there, I felt like that was very quick. We didn't get much happening in the fights. It was more a kind of like explanations and the interaction between Robin and Spandam, like took up most of it, which was fascinating because it was great to see the kind of plot moving. You got to see that, like, we don't really need to worry. Well, we need to worry about the fact now that there's 5 vice admirals on their way here to blow the place up, but we don't really need to worry about the kind of normal Marines and soldiers anymore because they're all evacuating. Which is interesting because I don't think that we've seen much vice admirals. Well, that I've seen much vice admirals because, like, I think the only one that I know of in this, like, current time is the guy, oh, his name escapes me, but the guy that's training Kobe and Helmeppo. Oh, God, I'll need to look at my book to get his name. But you know what I'm talking about. The guy that's training Kobe and Helmeppo. And that's why I'm thinking maybe Kobe and Helmeppo could come to Ennie's lobby because they might get took there by him. Because they're at, like, Marine HQ right now, training with him. Like, other than that, I've not seen any vice admirals, like, in current One Piece, because, like, in the flashback, Aokiji was a vice admiral in the flashback when the stuff was happening with Ohara. So was the other guy that's an admiral now that blew up the transport ship. Akainu, I believe, is how you say his name. But other than that, I haven't seen any vice admirals. So it's going to be just interesting to see the vice admirals and see what they look like and see what their characters are like. You know, because based on, like, how cool Aokiji looks, I want to see the vice admirals, and I want to see. It's going to be interesting to see 5 of them and to see if their ideals match up. Because the thing that is interesting with the Marines for me is that there's very different extremes in the Marines. Most of the Marines that I've seen, especially at the start of the series, were scum. Utter scumbags. And then you got a couple of good-natured characters. So, like, looking at the sense of justice from, like, a Rob Lucci or a Spandam compared to a sense of justice from a Smoker or a Kobe, you know? So, and we know that the Vice Admiral that is training Kobe and Helmeppo seems like a good guy, right? So we know that he's in that position, seems like a good dude. What are the other ones going to be like? Because Aokiji, I don't know. I can't get a read on him. That other guy, Akino, is obviously just a scumbag. Because of what happened. He blew up that transport ship with absolutely no hesitation. So, I don't know. But it's just going to be interesting to see, like, if they match up with their, like, ideals of justice, or if some of them are going to be good-natured, some of them are going to be evil. Will we even go into that much depth with it? Like, are they just going to show up, destroy the island, and you won't, like, will they do a kind of, like, you don't actually get to see them much? It's more about the kind of, the ships and the destruction of the ships. I would really like if they actually showed the Vice Admirals. Is Aokiji going to get involved at any point? I don't want him to, because I don't think we can handle it. But the fact that he has given such a huge power to Spandam blows my mind. Like, blows my mind. Oh, in fact, Saul from the flashback, he was a Vice Admiral, wasn't he? There you go. So Saul was a Vice Admiral then. Am I right on that? Guys, tell me if I have that correct. Was he a Vice Admiral? I think he was a Vice Admiral. I think we were talking about that in one of the videos. But yeah, because he was like, at the time, he would have been in the same position as like Aokiji when all that happened in Ohara. Yeah. So there you go. Like, so I've seen. So there you go. There's a prime example of people that have this high rank in the Marines, but just don't. Their ideals just don't match, and it's so intriguing and it's so well done for this series where you just don't know with the Marines. Like, it's the same with the pirates. It's that shades of grey. There's no black and white. There's no good guys, bad guys. It's just like, I want to see more of the Marines and their high ranks to just kind of put a face to it. So we just know, because at some point we're going to be having to clash against these people. I don't think we're ready to take on like an admiral. We saw that quite clearly from Aokiji. At the end of kind of like the Davy Backfight stuff. We're not ready for that. And it's interesting to kind of get a gauge of like the Marine ranks to see what stage we're at. Like, who could we probably take on? Because I still don't think that, well, yeah, with second gear, I'm thinking of Smoker. Guys, I'm like, I don't think Luffy could probably beat Smoker at this point. But the problem, it doesn't lie in how strong Luffy is at this point. It's the fact that Smoker has that, like, Logia, which is such a strong devil fruit. And until we can deal with Logia types, that's always going to be an issue. You know? Because, like, Smoker, I would say, is like a very strong captain. Whereas, he is Captain Smoker, isn't he? Because he's like the same, so like, he would be the same. Well, there you go. There's an example, right? Smoker's a captain, and T-Bone's a captain. Or was it Commander T-Bone? I can't remember. I'm maybe getting them mixed up, guys. But I think they're around about the same. Maybe. And it just shows you like how quick Zoro took care of T-Bone compared to like the whole crew would probably need to fight Smoker. And would we win? I don't know. We'd probably need to get like Sea Prism Stone and stuff and come up with some strategies there. Because like that's the way it feels like right now, is like the Logia Devil Fruits are like the big thing. And like if any of these Vice Admirals have like a Logia Devil Fruit, that's going to be a problem. But the thing is, because it's what might play into our advantage is because it is like a distance thing. So they don't actually, like, I don't think they'll actually land on Enies Lobby. It's about them sitting at a distance and then just bombarding it with the cannons. So I don't know. It's a tragedy of like Robin realising the situation, but it was a funny comedy moment where Spandam tried to pretend that he was Luffy once he realised that he'd blotted all this stuff out to like all of his troops, and they all realised that he's an absolute scumbag. But yeah, that was funny, right? But still, he's a scumbag. Even though he has funny comedy moments, he's an absolute scumbag, and I hope he gets everything that's coming to him for what he's doing. Yeah, guys, I don't know what else to say. It's like the arc is just, everything's happening. I love the chaos of it. I love that kind of bit at the end there where it kind of flashed to show you, here's where everybody is. Here's the situations they're in. Some of them are in bad situations, and some of them are just kind of trying to figure. I'd say like Frankie's like trying to look around to be like, right, what do I do now? Like Frankie kind of rationalised the situation and was like, here's the keys I have. The key I need, I can deduce that Kalifa has it. I need to go and get that to get them out of their cuffs. So I like the way that Frankie's like part of the team. He's going to try and get that, but then at the same time he's looking at Chopper and being like, I can't leave him like that. I need to deal with that as well. So we're all over the place, and then like Sanji's in a bad spot, Nami's in a bad spot, Zoro and Usopp's in a bad spot. Luffy is just beginning his fight. So let's see how he goes with that. Like, but the question is, like, when's Lucci going to transform? Because I feel like as soon as Lucci goes into his leopard form, that is when Luffy will whip out second gear. And will we get to see third gear? I think we will. I think that's going to be the kind of like the thing he's going to save for like a crucial point in the fight, and then he's going to whip out third gear, and that is what will kind of turn the tide of the fight, because he can't, like I was saying about Chopper's ability, it's that double-edged sword, because he can't really afford to use that. If what happens afterwards is he becomes the little small Luffy, he can't use that in the middle of a fight if he doesn't think it's going to finish him off. That has to be the decider, because if it doesn't decide the fight, Luffy's in a bad spot. And he, like, Lucci, I don't think Lucci's going to sit and wait for him to go back to normal size. He'll probably just kill him. Yeah, guys, good episodes. Can't wait to see how it's going to go from here. If you made it this far and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. Everyone that has and comes back, follows the channel, I appreciate it so much, guys. Your support means the world to me, and I will see you all on the next one. Thanks, guys.